Hi, Justina here. Thanks for stopping by to get an encouraging word today. In John 16, verse 33, Jesus tells us, "In this world you will have trials, but take heart, for I have overcome the world." There's likely two different types of people probably watching this video right now. The first is those of you that are in the midst of a trial right this minute. And the second are those of you that have a trial on its way to your life. That I assure you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Jesus says it in Scripture that in this world we are going to experience trials in life. But then he goes on to tell us, take heart, meaning courage, have courage, cheer up, because he's overcome the world. So often you and I lose heart in the midst of trials. Two reasons I think that happens. One is we continue to listen to the wrong people. We ask everybody else what their opinion is about the situation we find ourselves in. You can find godly counsel in the midst of trials, and I encourage you to do that. But be very cautious of who you share your trials with and whose opinions you allow to matter in your situation. And the second way we lose heart is we let that problem make itself bigger than our God. We let our problem become so magnified and so huge. But if we keep our eyes on God and what He's capable and willing to do in our life, it'll make that problem seem much smaller. I want to encourage you ways you can take heart, and that is continue to pray persistently. You continue to go to God about that trial you're in the middle of. You continue to smother that thing with prayer, just like Jesus said in Luke chapter 18 about that widow that kept coming back to the judge. He said the judge gave her what she was asking, not because he thought that was the right thing to do, simply because he was getting so annoyed with her continuing to come back and come back and come back and come back. And God tells us to pray like that. Not because he's going to get annoyed with us and finally give in, but because if the judge would do that for the widow, how much more would a loving God do that for his daughter? And I want to encourage you with that today. And the second way that you and I can take heart is we have to choose to trust God. Psalm 112 verse 7 says, "He will have no fear of bad news because his heart is steadfast, trusting in the Lord." Your God is faithful. My God is faithful. He is going to help you through that trial. There is an answer on its way. I don't know what it looks like for you, and I don't know how long you might find yourself in that trial, but this I know, that season too shall pass. Your God is faithful. You just trust Him. I hope that encourages you today. Whether you're in a trial or a trial is on its way to you, you remember those things, and you will be encouraged, and you'll be equipped and ready for it. Be blessed. Have a good week until we meet again.